see all of a sudden you
All of a
see him
sudden
before
he's,
it actually.
and then at that moment, if you were going to freeze the people, or it has a weird maybe effect or a shake that comes on, not shake, but like a filter that comes on to show like it's not as reality anymore because now the little boy appears. It's a little more
So he appears while it's spinning?
So he appears before he taps?
I like that too.
Kind of funny,
tap.
it passes him, and then it comes back.
Yeah.
It's almost like that. Yeah, you could almost do that where all of a sudden you caught it in the frame.
But somehow it's got to be made that at that moment when you see the little boy, something happens editing-wise where it gets darker or lighter, and it's like this. It becomes a surreal moment. Maybe everyone else is still now, and only the little boy moves. Don't you think?
Yeah,
Kid
I think so.
appears.
I think something along that lines.
And then what does
Did
the
you
kid
catch
do?
that, Darian?
Kid appears.
So at that point, everyone freezes,
And
and then it's just those two.
So we have to get a shot where the people behind were moving and now they're still and the boy is continuing his movement.
I mean, the people freezing is if it works,
Yeah.
or if it just works to maybe put. I don't know. Can you put like a filter on where then it becomes like different at that moment? I don't know.
Yeah, you can. Right, John?
Are you eating fruit snacks?
Yes. You want some?
She didn't bring any.
How do you know I like fruit
I
snacks?
know you like fruit.
Oh.
The whole family likes fruit snacks.
My mom buys boxes. And I take 5 at a time. It's
so
good.
then the kid does what? So he sees them.
He
and
holds
then
up
the
the
kid
light bulb.
does this.
Alright, it's the...
And with that moment, yeah, then it's a shot of the young.
This whole thing doesn't sound very long, though. They sound like... Oh, wait, no, it wouldn't be.
just
It's
gonna
not
be
gonna-
involved.
It sounds like 2 minutes long.
It's just gonna be
30
involved.
seconds
30 seconds each, you think?
Yeah.
So then we need a
It
shot.
always comes
I
out
always
longer
want
than
to.
you
I
think
also
it
want a
is.
shot, Amanda, of
So
the
maybe
of the young. So we see the little boy holding up and then the guy's face is kind of like, all right, I'll try it.
Holds out light bulb. And then
Like a
you
close-up
go
of the
to
young man's face, like a look of like, well, what have I got to lose? Okay, I'll try this.
so close up
And then the
of teen's face. Maybe I'll try this.
That circle shot's going to be really cool.
and then the hands out to receive the light bulb. The same one we've been doing.
And then the lights at both hands.
Yeah, both hands.
Both hands out to receive the light bulb. Okay.
So that's the footage from before.
Yep.
That's
You wanna
the
end?
last one on the
Well,
Where
we
do you wanna go?
didn't do the other ones, but
the one after the
this
big
gets us
moment.
started.
Mhm. Technically,
you'll-
Technically,
I mean, you'll
we could
film.
do Lisa. No, technically, all the other
Megan.
ones we'd have to do. Well, no, the Office one we have to do the same time we do the first Office one.
why?
Yeah.
Because if we're gonna go to Leary, we got to do it all in one day.
You can just do it all in one day.
You mean the second part? Because the second part, do we see the guy come into
No,
the...
we just see him leave his office.
Oh, okay,
And
got
go
it.
by the girl at the front desk who's trying to hold out a message to him. No, it can wait.
Yeah.
He leaves out the door.
Got it.
That's all you see of him.
Okay.
You don't see him coming to church.
And then if Megan is the person with the car, do we have to film that on a Sunday morning? Because
Well,
we have to
we
show
have
her,
to-
or we just should stack a few of the staff cars in the
We can
parking
put the
lot.
staff cars behind her in the parking lot.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
totally do that.
we can do that then. Have all the staff for one morning park in the.
But what is the view of those three people walking? What is it? How do we get it to show that like it's this look of, remember that old footage that Roy had from the TV show when it first started where it was the people going to church? It's that, just non-cheesemo. Where you see the church thing, what is that,
The symbol?
the
the
like
front,
the awning, not the awning, but
and you
the.
see them walking with their light bulb. You don't see them enter. You don't even. I don't care how you see it.
Yeah.
It's just you see that they're coming to the church building
Yeah.
from the church parking
You
lot.
gotta film them from behind,
Yeah. Okay.
but like behind and up, like, cause I don't know, cause that thing is so tall. I don't know how else you get,
That's fine.
but that's a fine angle. I mean, you could.
So does that have to be done on a Sunday morning?
Them walking in, I don't know. I would
Preferably,
I would
probably.
think just so you get the realistic idea of all these different
You get the movement, you get all the people, the extra people walking
Yeah,
around
and
and stuff.
if there's just random people walking around, then you get that. You know, you just rather than just.
But then you get a lot of people in the background staring at you.
You would almost have to like just be a little stealth with your camera. What if they were right inside the
Make a
front
Bible camp.
doors? So when they did walk right in, they would almost like look at the camera and just keep walking, but you would clearly see that these first people would be walking with the crowd, but you would recognize them, you would pick them out a little bit.
Yeah, that's an idea too. I didn't think about that.
Say that again. I'm not sure I
They're
understood
coming
it.
in with the crowd,
Well, as people come in,
Hmm.
they would just be coming in also.
but the camera's focused on them.
Oh.
Right. So they would be coming and walking the doors. This way you don't have people like get distracted
Hmm.
by seeing the film.
Yeah.
You might just catch them just right when they walk in, and you'll recognize the people.
Hmm. That's a
And
good
as they
idea.
come in, they could almost like look at the camera and then just keep walking. Or they could just keep walking, you'd see them holding the ball.
I like that.
I originally pictured the only one coming into church,
Was the team.
but that's fine. I just
The others
pictured-
were
'cause- okay, because the-
heading toward the building.
Yeah, because like the Megan or the Lisa, the mom,
They're just heading toward the
all
building.
we see for her
Also, you
is
just have one
we're
person.
with her. We're in
Yeah.
essence, she's in the same outfit. We're right back to where we started,
Yeah.
and we see, but now we see her. We see her car in the background. We see maybe an up close of her face. She's
Yeah.
smiling. She's excited. Then we zoom past over her shoulder back to her car to the pile of luggage
Yeah.
on the ground.
I agree. I think just the one going into the church.
Okay, so you just.
Yeah,
And
there's
then
a
the runner, maybe we see her from a distance far enough to where we see cars in the parking lot, we see her running, we see the front of the church. She's not running. She's entering church. I don't know though. I don't know. I'm just saying like, it doesn't have to be them in a stream of people. It doesn't mean we don't want to do them